everyone. In this video, we're going to be describing the degrees of freedom and how they're used in statistical tests. So our first objective is to explain what degrees of freedom are used for in statistical tests. And the definition of degrees of freedom is the number of variables that can be free to be any number before being forced to be a specific number. Now, this is a rather abstract concept, so the way that I'm going to explain it to you is using the degrees of freedom when calculating a mean. Everyone should know at this point how to calculate a mean, so let's say our final answer for our mean is going to be 20. Now, let's say we have a sample of 4 different values and the answer at the end is going to be 20. So we can pick any number for the first 3 samples. So we could say 25 is one of ours, and 15 is one of ours, and 10 is one of ours. And we can solve for what the last variable is going to be. So because we have the mean set and we already have 3 numbers, if you average just 25 and 15 together, that's 20. So you need 10 averaged with another number to get to 20, and it has to be averaged with 30. There's no other way you can do that. That last number was forced in this situation. So in this example, there were 3 degrees of freedom in calculating the mean, although there were 4 variables. And in fact, the equation for determining degrees of freedom for calculating mean is n minus 1. In our case, we had 4 samples, so 4 minus 1 equals 3, and we have 3 degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom are specifically used in statistical tests in both the calculation of the test statistic and the critical point cutoff, and we'll talk more about that in our next video. Our next video will get into our first statistical test, and we'll be talking about the t-test.